You've got kids. One of them's in the system playing football. Both of them play, but one of them's actually really good, kicking on. Do you go out on the grass on a real 11-a-side pitch, or are you just at home with a computer?
Yeah, whatever. I'll just keep it dad and son. I would never want to risk our relationship. So if he comes to me and he wants to talk for an hour, cool. If he wants to get in the car after his game, put his headphones on, we don't speak. Like I'm not. And it's weird because I read or listened to Andre Agassi talk about his dad, and he said when he was younger he pushed him and that, and he said they were moving house all the time, and all they did was go through the house, go to the back garden, see the size of it. If it weren't big enough to train, they would leave.
Wow.
He said didn't speak to him for 20 years. Wow. And he became one of the best ever. I was like, no way. No way do I want to risk that.
Not when the odds are 0.01.
Even if the odds were better, I wouldn't want to risk that.
Relationship with your kids.
No way.
What's your feelings about it?
No, similar. Not very often you see me out in the garden or a park with my son. Every now and again you might. More just as a support for him to be there and do it. What are you going to do? Tell me what you're going to do. He'll go and do it. What are you working on? I'm more of I'll ask the questions. What are you going to do? So he's thinking himself what I need to do, and then go and implement it. After a game, it's like you say, it's the vibe. We catch the vibe in the car. Like, but I find it hard not to say, like, how do you think you played?
Oh yeah,
and I want to hear his reaction. And really, I don't want to hear how well I've done. I want to hear I could have done better at that. That situation. That's what I want to hear. And I think the older and more mature they get, if they're brought up the right way, that's the way they go.
I feel for both of your boys, because you don't want to be in a car journey with boys who've got Premier League winners' medals, being like, "How did you do? Did you? Yeah. Did you think you did well? Yeah."
No, but there's a justification. If you think you've done well, tell me why.
Yeah.
And you either have or you haven't. That's the way you analyse the game. It's like, well, why have you done well? Because I got past my man 5 times here, but you had 20 attempts. You didn't do well. or you did do well.
Can we take the medal off the wing mirror, please?
Do you know what I mean?
There's no Greg Van der Roche this weekend, son.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no takeaway tonight, son. Seal and water.
Do you both find that you get a different reaction being you two on the sideline when you go and watch them?
I don't say a word. I'm wrapped up. Yeah, I'm out here like a ninja, man. You can't see me.
Chair, innit?
I sit down on my chair.
His back's
because I've got a bad back in it. I sit down on my chair, my hood up, everything, and just sit there. I chat to people who chat to me, but I don't want to make a scene. This ain't about me. This is about them, and I don't want no focus coming off the 22 players that are on the pitch. Let them have their time and let enjoy it. And then I chat to my boy in the car. But like, I love it, but I get more nervous watching them than I've ever got for a game.
Yeah.
No, I can't eat breakfast before a game.
No way. Yes, I'm going to watch my lad tomorrow. Yeah, I get way nervous than anything.
Your boys same position as you?
Nah,
that's the best thing.
Yeah. None of them. My oldest is a winger forward player, and then my youngest one's a midfielder.
Yeah, one of mine's a goalkeeper, which is a bad position in itself, terrible position, and the other one's a centre half. So I've had a nightmare.
But the centre half's not you though, is he?
No, he's different type to me. He's like,
because that's what's going to throw people. He wears 5 as well, doesn't he?
If he can.
So he's going to come out Ferdinand 5 and people are going to be like, here's what you're going to see. And then,
but it's
if he's coming out with Ferdinand 5 and he's doing all right.
Yeah.
It's true story.
But it's like my youngest one. I don't know. I might try and shape him different to the way I've done the ones now. I don't know. It's weird because he likes football. He sees his older brothers playing, so he's banging balls about in the house already. But I don't know. It's very like we should do a show on this on parents.
Parents, because you got Andy Cole and Devontae.
Yeah.
You've got yourself, you've got Righty and his sons. Like, honestly, let us know if you would like to see that show.
Yeah.
But I know that them names that you just mentioned, they've got relationships with their dad. I'm not willing to push him to a point where you're gonna be upset.
Well, you must know, without naming names, because I don't think that's fair to drag up. But you must know some of the lads that you played with that just got pushed to death by parents. Just chopped.
One lad, he didn't want to speak about him. Like, he said his dad used to have him doing shuttles up and down the stairs, and he played it. Like, he made it. Like, he played games, and when I say his name after, you're gonna be like, what? Wow. But he just they didn't get on. Didn't get on.
At least he made it, because there'll be people that didn't.
Yeah, but
that have still lost that relationship.
I've done a documentary about like my journey, but players I played with at West Ham, young players, a boy called Lee Goodwin, played my position centre midfielder as a kid, and he was saying on there, and almost emotional, like my dad was on me, like a proper the discipline and the expectations, and like drilling me all the time and on my case. He said, like, you just find it so hard to perform, let alone have a relationship. Do you know what I mean?
But back then, I reckon it was probably innocent. Like, now, the dads and the parents are seeing what
Yeah, the fruits.
They're probably
money.
thinking, literally that. They're thinking, we're pushing him for them reasons. Because again, I've worked in the system to know that some of these lads earning money at 17, it's like dads and mums are retiring.
Well, there's money in the game before 15, 16, isn't there?
Oh yeah, but again, but I'm saying that element to it. Oh, now you're getting paid.
Yeah,
and
that's
no
one
education.
that's one of my worst things is being in the game still and you're seeing it when you see parents that their motivation isn't their kids doing well.
Oh, no.
Their motivation is money and finances
You've
only.
seen that with the new era.
The guys upstairs and you see the players and the parents sometimes, and it's like disheartening because you think I'm a parent now, and if someone was saying to me like, you can earn a few quid to the detriment of your son's career, maybe potentially it could be a worse decision for your kid, but you can earn a few quid. But at the same time, I understand parents that have no money. There's no resources, so I can understand it. It's almost like a family decision that they make. So it's almost like a decision that I don't agree with, but I do on the other hand to some degree. Do you know what I mean? But
so with New Era, your focus is basically to make sure that the player is elevated the right way more than anything first.
Yeah, the whole 360 approach of being able to look after themselves, being able to help with their families, educate the player and the families as well, I think is important about football, because football is a very intricate industry, man. It's not like a straightforward black and white industry. There's a lot of nuances that go towards this game that you can't just. It's like someone saying to me last night, my daughter's flipping sink. The water was running consistently, like just dripping out. She said to me, "Can you help me?" I had to ring someone, and even then, he couldn't talk me through it. Yeah. So to ask something, and that's like a plumbing job. No disrespect, ain't like going and negotiating contracts. The intricacies are different levels. So to ask somebody with zero experience to go in and negotiate a life-changing contract for you is wild to me.
For the kids.
For the kids, yeah, like it's wild. So if you look at it like that and you break it down like that, it's quite. You see it for what it is.
Shows. This is the kind of 5 content. Listen, I'm gonna have to move it on, but Joleon, we need to get you. We need to follow you around actually to see your coaching stuff, like what you do outside of football. We were having a chat about that today, innit, earlier on. So it will be great to see the stuff that you do.